throwing stones. When I say this guy was focused on cutting me, on killing me that day, I almost died that day. He cut. So he was cutting. So it wasn't sharp enough. So he was, you know. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Aren't you looking divine today? I know you are. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sitati Katlehomo Super, and if you're new, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you're an oldie, you know you're gorgeous, darling. So today it's gonna be a story time. I'm gonna be telling you a story, a very tragic story about myself that happened to me a while back. But you know, trauma always creeps up on you, so I just thought that I must just tell you what happened. And yeah, so today's story is about a guy that hurt me so bad. Like, he hurt me like so bad. Not like mjolo or something like that, no. But yeah, it has something to do with mjolo, but it's nothing. What can I say? We were not in a relationship or something like that, but yeah. So this story occurred around when I was in grade 10, grade 9 going into grade 10, or I don't remember, I don't remember clearly, but I think it was grade 10 going into grade 11, or early grade 9 going into grade 10. But I think it was grade 9 going into grade 10, like late grade 9. When I say late, I mean around November, October. Yeah. So when I was in high school, I used to go to church like often. I used to go to church like all the time. And I mean like go to church like Monday to Monday type of thing. Like every time I come back from school, same routine. Come back from school, put away my bags, change, go to church. It was an ongoing thing for a while. Every time I come back from school, I would just go straight to church. So it was just like that. That was my routine. So in the area that I stay at, there's a park near my house. That park at that time was very popular. It was a very popular park, and there's always events. You know that they like parks. They like hosting events and stuff like that. So that park was free. They didn't even have to pay anything. You just go there and then just announce that you're having an event there, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so every time we go to church, or every time I go anywhere for that matter, I have to pass by that park. It doesn't matter when I go to my friend, when I go anywhere, when I have to go climb a taxi to go to town, I have to pass there. So there was no escaping this incident. There was no escaping this wow. Okay, so the day before, it was a Saturday. So that Saturday there was an event at the park. There was a big event. So I didn't go to parties, I didn't go out at all, didn't even drink alcohol, didn't do, like, I was those type of girls, man, that are always indoors. I grew up indoors. When I go out, the only time when I went out was when I went to the shop, which I rarely went to shop because my mother didn't want me to go outside that much. So she would send my little brother to the shop and I'll stay inside. So The time that I go outside is when I go to the shop, I go to school and church. So that was the only times when I went to when I went outside. So yeah, not a lot of people knew me in my street. Well, some heard of me, but most of the people didn't know me. I didn't know most of the people. I didn't even know the people in my street. It was like that bad. So every time when I go out, and then people see me and then they say, you're not from around here, and I'd be like, I'm from around here. I practically grew up here. So what do you mean I'm not from around here? So there's stuff like that. Every person that I meet, they would ask me the same question as like, where you from, stuff like that. You're not from here. And I would always say like, I'm from here, dude. I grew up here, practically in the street. Child, like, I know I look American. I know I don't look Northwestern. I look Ghanaian. But I'm from Northwest. I'm from yeah. I'm a Northwest girl. So, yeah. So that day, on Saturday, there was an event. I didn't go to that event because I wasn't used to going out. I heard about it, but even if I wanted to, I wasn't allowed to. So it was situations like that. So the next day, we were going to church. So when every time we went to church, we used to walk to church, and we used to work. It was me, my little brother, my friend, and her little brother. So it was always the four of us walking to church, passing the park every day. So that day we went to church, and my little brother at that time used to and I thought like a child because one thing in English. He would find lost money. I don't know if it's the right word in English, but yeah. So that day, he was very lucky when it comes to money. Yeah, he was very, very very lucky when it comes to money. So it was a bonus for me because I'm the big sis, and yeah. So that day, kathola ka chelete. Ne ke tlo tsenya Setswana. Kathola ka chelete, o thotse ka around 120, if my math is correct, because it was me, him, the six of us, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 120. So when we passed the park, that guy, the guy that I'm talking about, that I'm gonna talk about, he stays just in front of the park. So they had a hangover, her and his sister, and so they was just sitting outside in the sun, in the morning, and then me and my friends and little brothers, we just paused, and then he happened to find the money. He happened to find the money on the ground, so he was excited and he was like, sister, I found this, and I was like, money, because we were hungry. We say hungry. We were so hungry, and we knew that we didn't eat breakfast, and we knew that we were gonna be at church for around 2 hours, and after that there's gonna be youth meetings, and that is gonna take like I think another hour. So we're gonna be there for a while. So we definitely needed the money. So when he comes and he's like, sister, I found this, so I'm there counting it. So me and my friend be like, we love this kid. So he gave us the money, and we started counting the money. So when they realized that, no man, this child, they're excited about something, and then they see money. So that 120 was in 20 rands. So it was 120 in 20 rand notes. So yeah, they were like, hey, that's our money. We've been looking for the money all this time. Wada. guys, and I mean guys, there's no way that that money was theirs. There was absolutely no way that it was theirs. Dude, like they were sitting, they didn't even look like people that lost money. Honestly speaking, they didn't look like some people that lost money. But just because they saw that we kids, and obviously kids, when you say that something is yours, they're gonna be like, okay, I'm sorry, what. But not this girl. Not this girl, honey. Not this girl. So they came running. Hey, that's our money. That's our money. Right? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. It is not your money, first of all. You don't look like people that lost money. You know, people that lose money, they're devastated, man. They feel like, money, man, money. Oh, money. So it's so we arguing. They're like, I'm holding the money by my hand, and then they're like, hey, they want to take the money from us. Give us the money. That is our money. That is our money. So we arguing and we fighting. It's stuff like, no, it's not yours. And they're like, yeah, it's ours. They're going, yeah, like, no. Okay. So we came to the conclusion that, you know what, let's just split the money. Let's just split the money between us. And then they were like, okay, sharp, cool, it's fine, that's fair. So we each got 20 rand and we proceeded to go to church. So while we're walking, this guy is screaming behind us. The guy's flu is the pits. Flu is the pits. Sorry about that. So this guy is behind us, chasing us, and he's like, so we like, what does he want? Like, he took our money now. Like, what does he want now? What do you want now, dude? Like, leave us alone. He came to me and he was like, oh my goodness, you're so cute, you are so beautiful, I like you, I want to be your boyfriend, yada 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 yada. And I was like, no. My reasons were, at that time I didn't date, I wasn't into guys. I don't want to say tomboy, but I wasn't interested in dating. Let me just say I wasn't interested in dating, or I wasn't familiar with dating, honestly. Like, I didn't know what people do when they date. Like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Like, I was clueless. I was like, no, dude. Like, I wasn't comfortable, and he didn't even look good. So yeah, that's another point. He didn't even look good. Sorry, it's true. So after rejecting him, he went back home, and I went to church. After church, we came back. So now this dude, as time went on, like, he studied. He was like a stalker, something like a stalker. He was a stalker because he studied like my movements. He knew what time I came back from school. I don't know how he found out. He knew what time I was gonna pass by his house and go to church. That's creepy as hell. And he knew what time I was gonna come back. Every time I come back from church, like when I go to church, during the week and on Sunday and on Saturday, what time I pass, what time I come back. So I think I didn't even pay attention to it that much at that time, because I thought like he was sweet, he was like interested, he showed interest, but I didn't know that what I was getting myself into, you guys. I didn't know that it was gonna get to that point, you understand? So each and every day, and I mean literally every day, this guy waited for me at a tree. The park had this big tree So he would wait for me there every single day, asking me out, wanting to be my boyfriend, what, stuff like that. Me always rejecting him and being annoyed at what he is doing, because no means no. When a lady says no, guys, please take it's a no. No means no. When I say I don't want you, I don't want you. When I've told you this like more than 10 times, dude, get it through your head. I don't want you. You are not wanted. Yo, I had this guy who was like, Nixie, I'm not leaving this one. I'm not leaving. You were stuck with me. Time went. So, my brother's girlfriend's sister was getting married around, I think it was around November. She was getting married, and she wanted me to be one of her bridesmaids. So at that time I had dreadlocks on. I didn't have my natural hair. I was doing my dreadlocks. So I had my dreadlocks on. So she was like, I really want you to be one of my bridesmaids. And I would, how can I put it? What I want from what I'm asking from my bridesmaids is that all my bridesmaids must have the same hair style. I was like, huh? Looking at her bridesmaids, looking at my hair, looking at their hair, looking at my hair, I was like, how the fuck is that gonna happen? Like, how is it gonna happen? Because I'm the only one with dreadlocks. So when you say that, you are implying that I must do what? No, she was talking to me specifically. She was saying, what was wrong with my hair? I don't think there was anything wrong with my hair at that time, because it's dreadlocks and I can just braid them, or I can just style them into the hairstyle that you want. No, the sis was like, no, girl, I want you to have extensions on. And when I told my mother was like, how? Because you have dreadlocks. How are they gonna put extensions on top of dreadlocks? Didn't make sense. But it happened. Miracles do happen. We went to my salon, and they did my hair. So they just braided the dreadlocks back, as in like cornrows. And then I went to that salon, and then they just braided the hair. So they put a wig cap on top of my dreadlocks, and then they just sewed the extensions on top of that. Okay, cool, fine. So the wedding was over. I did my nails, sharp. Fast forward to close to December. This guy is still pursuing me. This guy, and remember, December, like, schools are closing, and churches are busy, and there's events for youths around the 25. The youth group must perform, stuff like that. So I have to go to practice every day for that, for a drama, for a choir. I was also in a choir. Sis can sing. Anyways, the choir and stuff like that. Dude, I was low-key, I was feeling the hairstyle. Low-key, I was feeling like the hairstyle, because my dreads were maroon at that time. So I opt for like maroon extensions, because it's December, schools are closing, and I had green nails on to go with the theme. I was cute. Extensions really suit me, I don't want to lie. So fast forward to the time where the incident happened. So that day was a very normal day. It was very simple day. So two of my friends came to visit. They came to visit me and my friend. So it was the four of us. I think it was on a Saturday. It was New Year's Eve. Or was it Christmas? It was New Year's Eve because I went to a night vigil that night. Yes, it was New Year's Eve. It was the 31st of December. So my friends came, fine, and it was time for them to leave. Okay, fine. So it was so it was time for them to leave. So we were like, okay, it's fine before it gets dark, because one of them had to go somewhere. We were like, okay, sharp, cool. I think it was around 12 o'clock or around 1, because it was hot. The sun was out. I think it was 12 o'clock. Yeah, it was 12 o'clock. So we have to pass by this guy's house. Ne. We have to pass by the park for us to take, in order for us to take them home. Okay, we went there. I was feeling cute. I was like, you know what, let me just put my hair in a cute little hairstyle. Like, I wrapped it and put, like, it was those hair clips, they were in style by then. So I had this brown one. I wrapped it around my head and then just clips it. Woo! I was cute. You know what is cute? I was cute that day. And then we left. We were walking. It was funny. We were laughing. Guys, we were genuinely, I personally, let me talk about me. I was genuinely enjoying my day. Like, that was, I enjoyed their company. Like, that was my day. Honestly, that was my day. So as we were walking, we were close to, or we passed the tree, and I was also telling them about this guy that has been bothering me every day, and also his grandma. He told him to stop following me, like to stop, like because I was uncomfortable. I was scared, I was scared. So he listened to his grandma just for a little while. So I was just telling my friends about this guy that's been bothering me, laughing. Hey, this guy, he's always behind, following me. Like, he knows the time that I go to church, the time that I go to what. And that day was weird because there was no one, literally no one on the street. There was no one outside, and that park always had people. But that day was super weird. Like, there was no one outside. It was just the 4 of us. Hey! It was just the 4 of us. So that park has 3 bridges. So we're gonna have to pass the middle bridge. And then on the other side of the park, there's a playground, for kids. So there were children playing that side. So but on the side that we on, there was no one. Like, there was literally no one. It was just those kids and us. This guy was no. So we're laughing, we're having fun, taking pictures. I'm laughing at the fact that this guy might be crazy. And out of nowhere, when I say we didn't even hear his footsteps, it's like he just appeared out of nowhere, like teleportation or something, from wherever he was to where we were. That guy just appeared out of nowhere, dude. When I say nowhere, and I mean nowhere, out of nowhere, emphasis on nowhere. He came to me straight, and he like patted my shoulder, and I turned, and it was him. And then he said that he likes me, like he genuinely, like really truly likes me. He loves me, actually. So, and I was like, man, dude, you starting again. You are starting with your nonsense again. um he was serious. Like that day, he was like, I really really like you, please give me a chance. I want to prove to you that I can be, those typical things that guys say to you when they lying to you, because men lie. He was like, I'm genuinely in love with you. Like, you are so beautiful, you look good. And I was like brushing him off, and then he started slowly getting angry, but he didn't want to show it that much. So he just grabbed me by my hair and started just shaking my head. Like, just, he grabbed me and he was like this, I like you, I love you, I love you. Hey, but Dimani. Okay, he I don't remember correctly, so I don't know. He grabbed my clips, my hair clip, and I was able to get away from him just for that while. And then my hair was loose. I realized that, no man, my hair is loose. And then I turned to him and I was like, give me my hair clip, like give me my hair. And he was like, I love you, I want to be with you. What? Hey, but when this guy, okay, he just froze and he looked at me. He stared at me. He looked at me in a crazy, he gave me like a crazy look. So we were standing and looking at him and we're like, what is going on with this guy? Like, asking each other questions, like, what's wrong? When there's a situation that's happening, you're like confused. What is going on? So the atmosphere was like that. We're like, what is going on? What's wrong with him, guys? What's wrong with him? So he just started looking for something on the ground. So when he was looking for something on the ground, we stopped. We want to see. When you're scared and you're supposed to run, ne? Like in movies, you're supposed to run, ne? You're supposed to run. You have this gut feeling that says, girl, just start running now. But then curiosity just comes and it's like, I want to see what he's looking for. So we are all looking on the ground and he's looking for something. Like, this guy is focused, like he is looking for something. It's like his mind is blacked out from everything that is around him, and he's looking for something on the ground. He's looking for something. Just standing there, and we laughing, like, dude, like, is he crazy or something? So he got a hold of lesenke. Ke lesenke, a ke itse ka sekgowa ke eng, guys, mara o kry-ile lesenke le lenyane le le gositseng. And ha fetsa go le kry-a, he observed it and just looked at it, and then I think he was looking if it was sharp enough. I think he was just checking if it was sharp enough. So he looked at it and he turned, like, you're looking, something like that, and you're like, suspension, boom, and then he turned at me, and he came. I was short and chubby, and then he came to me like 1-2 step. One of my friends said, Sitat, run. Hey, when I say I turned, and then I thought I was running fast at that time, but again, we thought he was playing, man. I don't know, man. We didn't even notice that, like, this guy is seriously crazy. Like, he's crazy. He came to me and then he ran to me. So he grabbed me by my hair and he started opening up my weave. And Kira weave is the one that you saw on. He opened up my weave and he started When I say he started pulling with all his might, he pulled. Here he pulled my hair, this guy. Here he pulled with all his might. So while he's pulling, I'm laughing and I'm like, dude, like, hey, stop it. What are you doing? Ing. And then my friends were also like trying to get him off me, were laughing. And then I just saw my friend's mood change. I saw like the atmosphere, and then I just looked at him. He was giving me the craziest look I've ever seen. He changed. His facial expression changed. He was a different person. I was scared. Now I'm scared. Now it's no longer a joke. Now we're not laughing anymore. Like, now it's serious. I'm telling my friends, like, help me. Like, help me. He's pulling my hair. Like, hey, this guy was trying to rip off the wave. Like, rip off my hair. He was pulling me and telling, he was like, I love you, why don't you love me? Shaking my head, pulling my hair. And he was like, you know what? If I'm not gonna have you, no one will. I saw my life flashing in front of my eyes. I was like, you know what, Lord? If this is my time, I've lived my life. So if this is my time, it's fine. Going back to reality, pulling. Now he took that weapon. He took the weapon and he placed it here, exactly here, and he put it. Let me show you. Like, he placed it, and then he looked at me and said, "No, leave me alone." Then he started cutting. This nigga started cutting. Yo. He sliced me. He started cutting. He said, and he's focused. They're trying to pull his hands off. He's strong. He was able to pull my hair back, make it like a flip, and like he was holding my hair like tight and cutting. He was cutting. They were hitting him with fists, like kicking him, throwing stones. When I say this guy was focused on cutting me, on killing me that day, I almost died that day. He cut. So he was cutting. So it wasn't sharp enough. So he was, when you're slicing up meat, he's like, so I don't know, eventually he was able to, he cut me, and he was able to like open. He went all in. My friends were, I was like, you are hurting me, dude. Like, you are seriously hurting me. Like, leave me alone. I was screaming. No one came out of their houses. No one came to help. My friends helped me wrestle the guy. What? Dude, he was cutting me. He didn't budge. He didn't care if you kicked him, if you slapped him, he was cutting me. That man was cutting me. Cut me. So, the blood was thick, so because of, he was using something that's dirty, so it was a build up there, Now you can see that there's an opening. He can see that there's an opening, so now he's going faster, and it's going faster, and it's going faster, and it's faster. And then my friends eventually got him off me, and then they said, run. We see Flash. Have you seen the movie Flash? Or lightning? Or lightning? I was there. I was at the other side of the park like this. I ran for my life. I ran. And when I turned, I remember it was the four of us. So they got a hold of him and then they said run. One of my friends was already crossing, like she was already at the corner. She was already at the corner. She was gone. She was gone from the scene. So it was just the three of us, and I was I was in front, and the two of them, my two other friends were at the, dude. She was literally gone from the scene. I ran, and then as I ran, he threw the hair clip at me, and I was like, I don't know what he said, but he said something. But when I turned, he ran after me. He ran after me, and I'm like, I'm dying today. I ran for my life, and when I say I ran for my life, I ran for my life. I ran. You know, the fat, I was chubby there. I put my fat aside. I was like, dude, I put my rolls, my king love handles, my big belly, I put it aside, and I was like, today I ran. When I say I ran. And then when I got to the corner, I turned to see. So adrenaline, my body is hot. I'm not feeling the pain. I haven't even felt the pain of what happened there. I turned, and when I turned, he eventually got to the park where the children play. So when he got there, he like stepped every. When I say they ran away like ants, it was like, you know, those ants when they're gathering up on like a crumb, and then you just put your finger and then they like spread. That is what happened. Those children ran for their lives, like they ran, but he wasn't there. He eventually stopped chasing after me. So we were looking for that friend. So that friend was like on the other side of the street, like on the next street, like she was far. Then when she saw us, she came back, and then we came together, and then they checked up on me. We were laughing, we were like, yo, dude, did that just happen? So we left. No blood. So the blood was there, was building up on my hair. So my hair was cleaning up the blood to say so that it doesn't, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, we decided that, you know what, let's just part ways. Let me just go back home, because I was starting to have a headache. So now me and my friend, we are walking back home. When we're walking back home, we didn't take that route. We went all the way around, and that route was long, but I wasn't gonna risk going back there. So we took the longest route ever. But eventually when we got home, I told my mother what happened, what, and yeah, from that point I started having headaches, and I don't know, my mind started switching. I don't know, my mind was I don't want to say I was going crazy, but I was going crazy, like a little bit. Like my mind, I would like just and go and act crazy and then come back to my senses, you know. So I went home, explained to my mother what happened. She gave me pills for the headache. I slept, woke up, and then we went there to the guy's house, and we were greeted by his grandmother, who always saw him chasing after me. And then he told my parents everything, and how this guy has been troubling me since a certain time, what. And then she was like, you know what, please go arrest him, go to the police station and arrest him, and also add to your statement, to your story, that he wanted to rape you. He almost raped you. And I was like, okay. So let me take it from his grandmother's perspective. She feels like this guy is too dangerous for me, and he needs to go away. He needs to get locked up, because She feels like he's gonna do something worse than this. For my safety, I must just go to the police and say that he wanted to rape me, adding to like what happened today. We went to the police station and I gave my story, but I didn't say he wanted to rape me, because that's a very serious accusation, and ladies, do not lie. Do not lie to the police and say a guy wanted to rape you or almost raped you or raped you. That's a very serious accusation, and you can get the guy in trouble. Like, no, saying that a guy raped you and he didn't, do not, please do not do that, because you're gonna live your life with regrets. And what if, just don't I don't want to justify, I don't want to say anything. Please just don't say a guy raped you when you know very well he didn't rape you. So I didn't tell the police woman that he wanted to rape me or something. He almost raped me. I didn't say. I just said what I said, and we waited for the van. We went to him. When we went to him, South African police yo, South African police are the most useless people on earth, guys. But what about useless? The police, maponisa are useless. They just went there and told him that if we see you near her, we will arrest you. They just left him with a warning. And when the police van came to him, he almost ran, because he knew that so the police were like, why are you running? And if we see you near this girl again, or and then they took me back home. When I went home, my mother was obviously infuriated. She was disappointed in the police, because we didn't even know the extent of the damage, because I didn't take off my braids. I didn't do anything. I went to church that night. We went to church, and that in church, that is when we realized like the damage that was done. So in church, night vigil, the whole night, my headache is gone. So my headache came back as we were praying, and I sat down. I was like, no, I'm dizzy. I'm not feeling okay. I'm dizzy. And then, I felt like I was itching. So initially infection, so I had my nails on. I put in my fingers, and then I started scratching. When I was like, one scratch, I started bleeding. Blood. Hey, I started bleeding, and then I went to the toilet, and then I cleaned it up. I went to my mother and told her, and then the next day we decided, you know what, let's just take off these braids, this weave, let's just unravel everything. Let's just see the damage. Guys, when I say it was painful, I even cried. I started cutting off the weave, and remember there was a wig cap, so I cut that off. So that wig cap went inside the wound. It was deep inside the wound, like it was deep. Dude, you could see my mafura a tlhogo. Mafura, like the wound was way past my skin, way past a skin membrane thing. Like it was, you could see the white stuff, like the It was deep. You could see inside. It was that deep, dude. You could even put it in your feet. I started cleaning. I started bleeding. I started having a headache. We went to the doctor, Shapo. They shaved off my hair. I put on a headband. Dude, when I say the next few weeks were terrible for me, were bad for me. And I was also disappointed in the police because the police didn't do anything, and the damage was bad. The damage was really, really bad. It was bad, guys. It was bad. When I went to school, I started acting crazy. Like, my classmates was like, when I was Shanya, you know, I was mad. I was crazy. Like, literally, I was crazy. Nikitsenwa, guys. Nikitsenwa ko skolong. Hey, nikitsenwa. Nikitsenwa. Yo. That is how I almost went crazy, and that is how I almost died. That is how the police the police don't care about their job. They don't care. Okay, what if I died? What if I died that day? What if they gave him a warning and that same day he came to finish me off? What then? What if I got a brain damage? What if something severe and something serious happened to me because I was hurt on my head, and the head is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive place. So what if something happened? Some say that I'm crazy, I'm not normal, but maybe it was because of my head injury. We don't know. Maybe you guys that know me have answers to all the questions. So if I find a picture of what my injury looked like, I'll put it up. If not, I'll just put it up in my next story or in my next something, just to show you guys it was bad. It was bad. It was quite, even when I think about it right now, like, I'm scared. I am scared. I'm not okay. And every day I feel I like to act like I'm okay and I'm happy, but I'm not. I'm not okay. Some things really leave more than a physical scar. They leave an emotional scar. Trauma is real. So that guy, the next day, he went crazy. He was crazy. And after everything that has happened to me, the head injury, him almost killing me, the community blamed me for making him crazy. They said it was because of I rejected him that he ended up being crazy. And how is it my fault? If I don't want you, I don't want you. Why would you go to that extent of hurting me? So if you hurt me when we're not dating, what is going to happen when we're dating? Because you are obviously obsessed. You are obviously psychotic. You are obviously crazy. How is that my fault? Me rejecting you resulted in you being crazy. Where's the logic in that? I'm not understanding. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. How is it my fault? Okay, me being crazy ended up being crazy. Was it not your fault? Was it not your fault? Why is the society, why is everyone blaming me for being hurt? I don't understand. Why am I being blamed for being hurt? I don't understand. I don't get it. This story is making me angry, and it's making me sad. Like, all the different emotions are building up, telling you guys the story. Like, it's bad. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. How is it my fault that this guy ended up being crazy? I don't get it. I don't get how you um you 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 are obviously a bad guy. Why is it that when you did something wrong, you want to shift, when you hurt someone else, you want to shift the blame to the person that you hurt, trying to make yourself the victim? Why is society making women that are hurt by men, why are they making it their fault? Why is it always the woman's fault that the man is abusing the woman? Why is it always the woman's fault? It's not. It's not. And that pisses me off. Honestly, that pisses me off. I'm mad. I'm mad at everyone. Because women are being killed, and it's somehow their fault that they're killed. Women are being beaten every day, and somehow it's their fault that they're beaten. I don't get it. Let me come down. Okay, guys, if you liked this video, please like, please share, please comment. Tell me what are your thoughts. Please subscribe, share the video. Thank you so much for watching the video so far, and I will most definitely see you in my next video.